You're watching KLTX, Channel 15, serving the city of Lufkin.
Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you to our February 1st Friday. Glad everybody's here and can make it, and it's a good turnout. Good turnout for our new county judge. Looking to hear a lot of things from him. At this time, I would like to call Reverend Kenneth Bungie to give, for the First Lutheran Church, to give the invocation.
We pause to pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for all the gifts you have given us. We thank you for instituting government. We thank you for the government that you have given us in this country and in this community that allows us to have enterprise and business, large and small. We ask for the conduct of this meeting to be with your will. We ask for a good conversation. We thank you for the fine food that you have given us today. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. At this time, I would like to welcome and recognize our new members to the chamber that have just joined. If you're here, please stand so we can recognize you. A1 Towing and Recovery.
You're going to have to hold the mic. They can't hear you.
Bags of Love, Blake Polino Films, McCoy's, State Farm, Jeremy Bransky, and Belina Spradley with Anchor 5 Photography.
Anchor V.
V, sorry. All right, thank you, Belina. All right, let's give them a round of applause. I would like to recognize our sponsors. The First Friday presenting sponsor for the year, our friends Lufkin Coca-Cola. State of the County presenting sponsor, Woodland Heights Medical Center. Wow. And the State of the County Gold sponsor, East Texas Asphalt. Thank y'all very much. This wouldn't be possible without your support. On behalf of Woodland Heights Medical Center, CEO Kyle Swift has given his sponsor speaking opportunity to Michelle Green with the Junior Achievement to speak about an upcoming event that is being sponsored by Woodland Heights. I'd like to have Michelle come up and say a few words about it.
Hello everyone, I am Michelle Green, the Executive Director of Junior Achievement, and thank you so much, Woodland Heights, for giving me this opportunity to speak. As a youth development nonprofit organization here in Angelina County, we are proud for the tremendous support that we receive. And we are especially proud of the support and the partnership with Woodland Heights Medical Center, an award-winning hospital. Like many of you in the room, Woodland Heights provides JA with great volunteers to go into the classroom and teach local Angelina County students about the importance of financial literacy, about the traits needed to be an entrepreneur, and about the skills needed in the workforce. So thank you to everyone here who helps us reach more than 5,000 students each year. But Woodland Heights doesn't stop there. They also tremendously help us with fundraising. As a financial literacy organization, we take our finances very seriously. Now, many of you in the room have participated year after year in Junior Achievement's Bowl-a-thon. We were so looking forward to this year for Woodland Heights once again to be our Tuesday night sponsor and to offer Taco Tuesday. Y'all can only imagine my surprise and my disappointment and my sheer panic when in late November we learned that Lufkin Lanes is closed. So from a nonprofit standpoint, having to cancel a 3-night event is very painful. So 3 nights means 3 nights of revenue coming in, and y'all, that makes me so happy. So I was in a sheer panic, and I had to take a step back and just really take a deep breath because I knew we needed some help. And in true partnership form, Woodland Heights helped us out. Not only did they stand beside us, but they helped us come up with a new event, Adults Take Hijinks. How many of you are ready to dip, dive, dodge with us next Tuesday night? Yes, yes, it's going to be so fun. So we are super excited because on this night, they really helped us save the day. So if you haven't signed up your team, it's not too late. We're going to dodge, dip, and dive on next Tuesday night. So during this Heart Healthy Month, JA sends such a hearty thank you to Woodland Heights. Not just for sticking with us when our course changed, but for actually leading the way. You lead by example. We appreciate your leadership both with your extraordinary health care and your community involvement. So we applaud all that you do. And if you're ready to sign up your team for a dodgeball tournament, or if you're ready for your business to be represented in an Angelina County school district, I'm your gal. So you can see me, Jennifer, Amanda, or Mary, or Kristen Williams in the back, and we will get y'all signed up. So thank you again, Woodland Heights.
Thanks, Michelle. I know the girls at the chamber are excited about having a team. My husband told me I could not be a part of the team because I break things too easily. He said that was just a bad idea. But the girls are excited, Michelle. We are thrilled to welcome our new county judge to give the State of the County address today. Judge Lymbery has been in Angelina County for more than 45 years. He's a retired Air Force veteran, a retired business owner, and now enjoys life as a rancher. He just celebrated a huge accomplishment that many of us hope to accomplish in our lifetime. He and his wife, Ginger, just celebrated 50 years of marriage, and that is great. They have 2 children and 3 grandchildren. Please help me welcome Judge Don Lymbery.
How is everybody today? Good? Most people don't realize exactly what the responsibilities of county government is, but state mandates that we have very specific responsibilities. To begin with, providing public safety and justice. The Sheriff's Department, the jails, we're actually responsible for providing all of that for the citizens. Holding elections at every level of government, maintaining Texas' most important records, collecting property taxes. We also collect for other taxing entities within the area also. We collect for the school districts and occasionally for the cities. Building and maintaining roads. And let me tell you something. Our commissioners have been extremely busy. We have had unbelievable amount of rainfall. Everybody knows that from what's going on with Sam Rayburn right now. But we've had potholes open up in the middle of the roads. The last 2 days we had an 8-foot deep pothole open up right in the middle of a road. The day before we had another one that was just off the edge of the road. And there will be more, I'm afraid. We're also, in some cases, not only roads and bridges, but we also, as an Angelina County situation, we operate a county airport. And it is a great airport, and I'll be going over more on it in a little bit. And county parks. We have 2 launching areas and a great county park that the county is responsible for. We also provide emergency management services, providing health and safety services for everybody in Angelina County, issuing vehicle registration and transfers, and registering voters. We have collectively a little over 710 miles of roads that we're actually responsible for. There's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of another 650 or 700 miles of roads that are private roads that citizens would love to have us fix, but we're not able to fix those. We're not supposed to touch those by law. We adopt a county budget and we set a tax rate. We fill vacancies in effective and appointed offices. We have the authority to authorize contracts, and we provide and maintain all the county buildings, and we have a bunch. Annual impact, we have 380 employees with an annual payroll of over $21 million. Here's a list of all of our elected county officials. You'll see we have quite a few. Not all of them are come due on the same 2-year cycle. Some of them are, we stair step back and forth. But these are all people that are in charge that y'all have elected that are actually running the county. In addition to that, we also have other very important departments. We have the auditor department, elections, voter registration, emergency management that I will be going into a lot more detail on, Parks Department, indigent health care. We're mandated by the state to take care of our citizens that are less fortunate and not able to take care of themselves. We have our IT department, which is a great department in the county, maintenance department, and juvenile probation. Those of you that have never visited our juvenile probation out on the Loop are missing a treat, because we've got an excellent juvenile probation and we serve all the surrounding counties with that. We also have the county airport and the county landfill that I'll be going into more details on. Total general fund revenues and total general fund expenditures. We have a balanced budget, and you will see that we have just a little bit less than $26 million that we have bringing in, and I'm going to tell you in just a second where that comes from. All right. I hope everybody can see this. Property taxes are 59% of all the income that we have coming in. We also have, if you can't see, is 24% of the total comes from sales tax. We have other sources of income, some grant funds and some interest and everything, and then the state puts in their 2%, which is not unusual for the state. Tax assessor collector fees, the rest of them are 2%, 3%, and 4%, but that's our entire general fund revenue. Where does it go? As I said a little while ago, we're responsible for all law enforcement, keeping the county safe. And you will see that our law enforcement is 23%, the county jail is 15% of our total expenditures. Those two together with also judicial prosecution. Most people think of the sheriff's department, they forget about the judges, the court systems and everything. We've got an additional 20%. Which, when you add those together, over 50% of our budget actually goes into protecting Angelina County citizens, either with the sheriff's department, the jail, or prosecution. Then we have public health and welfare, which is the 9% down there. The general administrative, 33%. What's left for the county is this 33%. That's exactly what we use to keep the courthouse open. All the different services that we provide for all the Angelina County citizens that come in and out of the courthouse and the surrounding areas is all funded with that last 33%. Tax history over the last 10 years. Everybody's interested in exactly what they're paying. Everybody pays too much tax, but it's important for y'all to understand. Right now, we're sitting at 0.4371 in this year's budget. Last year, we were 0.4588. Remember those two figures right there, because the average tax rate for all the counties in the East Texas area is 0.65. We stay in the neighborhood of 0.20 under all of our surrounding counties. I'll show you that next. Surrounding counties by tax rate, you will see our tax rate this year and last year and for many years before then have all been third from the bottom in the lowest rate. Our 13 county DETCOG area gives you an idea of exactly what the rates are, all the way down to 0.96 in Tyler County. The smaller counties, you would think, would have more to take care of their people, but that's not always true. Let me show you a little example right here. Angelina County at 0.3271 with the last census of 87.7. The closest that we've got is Nacogdoches right across the river from us, and they're sitting at that average rate of 0.6541. They've got, what about 23,000 less citizens in the county. But as you come on down, you will see exactly how many citizens, what the size of the county are. Angelina is the hub of the East Texas area, and y'all all know that as business people. Angelina County Law Enforcement Center. Very proud of this law enforcement center. We opened it in 2003. The jail has a maximum capacity of 279 persons, which consists of 225 male and 54 female beds. That ratio of male to female runs throughout the state. We found all counties pretty much have that ratio. Guys get in a lot more trouble. Jail currently employs 54 jailers. They handle everything from security, administration, and transport. We have to do a lot of transporting prisoners in and out of the county and to different health facilities. In 2018, the Angelina County Jail housed a daily average of 266. Now you will see, compare the 266 to the 279, and you'll see that we stay just almost at capacity all the time. When we get close to that capacity, and the capacity runs a little higher in the summertime, the heat seems to bring more people out. In 2018, the jail booked a total of 5,059, and they actually released 5,070. So you can tell that the coming in and going out is going to stay pretty close to the same. We're going to be looking in the near future at expanding the jail, but that's for another topic later on. The jail operates on a budget consisting of nearly $4 million. $250,000 of that is food. They eat good. Approximately $100,000 for maintenance of the building and around $500,000 for inmate medical care. This last year alone, we had inmates that had cancer problems. We've been inundated with medical problems in the jail last year. We even delivered a baby. They've also had some breaks, some sprains. There's been quite a bit of increase in medical care from the year before. The sheriff's office made 2,215 arrests that resulted in actual confinement in the jail. The sheriff also worked approximately 5,200 cases, but they fielded more than 26,000 calls that came through the call center. Very busy department. We're also very proud. Most everybody that's gone along Lufkin Avenue has seen our garden out there. It has actually produced over 4,000 pounds of produce. This last year, with all the rain that we had, it kind of shut down a lot of that, but we still got 400 pounds of greens out of it. It has been a rough year in the garden and on the roads for us. Oh, wait a minute, I want to show you one other thing. We had, I don't know if y'all can see this, but on the top of the jail, on the top of the jail, right, yeah, if I hit the right button. All right, let me change hands. All right, on the top of the jail right there, these are all solar panels. Everything that we do, we end up trying to figure out any possible way of saving money for the taxpayers. The solar panels are very effective. We ended up having the output from the solar panels had dropped way off, and we ended up took forever to find a broken wire. But anyway, we've got that back up operating again now. Angelina County Airport. Those of us that are pilots understand that the Angelina County Airport is the actual golden, unknown, well actually it is pretty well known among the pilots, but it is the best kept secret in the East Texas area. The airport has crossing runways. The upkeep of the airport is great. It's outstanding. We have flight instruction, corporate flights, recreational flying, military exercises. Any of y'all that see the military helicopters come through all the time between Louisiana and the base out west, they all know there's a restaurant out there. And so when they fly between bases, they always come through Angelina County Airport, and of course buy fuel. But they're there because they know that we're going to feed the soldiers when they come through. We have a yearly air show, and this year we're going to expand the air show to 2 days, including Friday night's practice. So there's going to be a much more enhanced air show this year than what we've had in the past. Youth outreach, over 2,000 participants. Actually, we've flown over 2,300 Angelina County kids now through the EAA program, Young Eagles. Easy access for visitors as well as hunters to the U.S. forest land. A lot of people come in here to visit the airport. This is the improvement project that Gary, our airport manager out there, has just completed. Everything has been completely redone, surfaced. We have slurry seal on all the ramps. The airport is in excellent condition. We had an opportunity when we did this to renumber one of the runways. The earth had been just on the verge of having to change the numbering system that shows the direction that the runway actually runs, and we had to change it 1 degree because of the tilt of the earth axis. Airport's economic impact. Those of us that spend a lot of time as pilots at the airport know this for a fact. I can't tell you how many people have been looking to move their business and operation to Angelina County that would not have moved if the airport hadn't been there, and it was the kind of facility that it is. It's very important. They want to have this access to the community. The airports are extremely important. We know before the city does, a lot of times the people that are coming in looking to move their business to Angelina County, just by checking the tail numbers on the aircraft when they land, we know, oh, they're thinking about moving here. So we have a pretty good indication. In Texas, aviation-related activity is extremely big. It has over 800,000 Texas-related jobs with an annual payroll statewide of over $31 billion. And of course, you see one of our most educated pilots there. When we had our fly-in every month, this guy came in from Houston, and he never went anywhere without his dog flying with him. And it was an extremely well-behaved animal, and we had great fun with that. Waste Management Center, the landfill. We're very proud of it. The state schools that I've gone to for training for county judge, I've talked to a lot of the judges statewide, and I was surprised to find out that most counties don't have their own landfill. I was really shocked by that. It is a good income producer, and we have a state-of-the-art landfill. We provide service to 10 area counties. None of them have landfills. We average 125 commercial loads per day. That's not talking about all the residences that bring their pickup load of stuff out there. These are actual commercial loads. and we're actually beginning construction now on 2 new cells, and we've just retired one. Everybody should know, if you don't know, the landfills create a lot of methane gas. It's our job as landfill managers to have a state-of-the-art system like this right here, where we can flare the methane that comes off of the bottom after we seal the cells. That thing has a lot of methane that comes off of it. We have to scrub it, we flare it, and when it's back released back into the atmosphere, it is safe. In other words, the carbon footprint has been greatly reduced due to this machine right here. Castle-Boykin County Park. I'm going to show you some pictures in just a minute, but we have campsites there. We also spent a lot of money on a handicapped fishing pier. Very proud. It was great. People were really using it. Bicycle trails. We have an events pavilion there, as you can see, and it is used a lot. In 2018, we hosted 31 bass tournaments and 11 weddings and non-fishing events. In 2019, now here it is, the 1st of February, we've already booked 32 bass tournaments so far for the year, and the year's just starting, and 7 weddings. We've finished a multi-use trail system. We're updating our existing campsites, trying to add some new electric service and picnic tables, and we're working toward a reservation system where people can go online and reserve down there without having to just use the telephone to make reservations. Oh, let me show you right here. Look real closely at these poles, those of you that are close enough to see it. See, this is the lake's natural level right there. Just to give you an idea, we had to go down and had an emergency to come back and add some metal on the top of these posts here to keep the pier right here where everybody launches their boats from floating off. That's how high the water has gotten. It has floated the pier up, and all of this right here is underwater. Nobody can access the pier. We were just in time to save it from floating off. Now let me show you something else. These pictures right here shows the flooding that we've been exposed to here lately. That's what's left of our handicap ramp right there. Most of it is underwater. All of this damage, all the sidewalks that we had built for wheelchair access to get down to the ramp and everything, all the water hit from the north. The water height and the winds just plummeted all of this right here. It destroyed, it undercut all of this bank right here. The sidewalks have collapsed. We really don't know how much work it's going to take to get everything back up, but we will be working on it. But we've got to let the water go back down before we can even assess the damage. It's dramatic. The water hit the piers so bad that it blew the in-place flotation devices out from under the piers. It was terrible. Look right here and you'll see the picnic area is normally 10 feet below that. The trees actually turned loose because the waves had washed out around the roots so bad that the trees started collapsing in the picnic area because the water is actually up in the picnic area. Emergency management. As a county, we are mandated to be the coordinator for everyone in the county, including the cities. You'll see right here that we have all the cities, Lufkin, Diboll, Hudson, Huntington, Sabala, and Burke. We coordinate emergency management and coordinate when we have practices and when we have management plans. That's all included in with this, and it's our responsibility. as the county, it's our responsibility to try to foresee emergencies that may be coming and mitigate those. In other words, try to see what we can do to keep those from ever happening. That's all part of the same thing, the management plans that we get involved in with the city. We're constantly meeting with them. Plan, train, response, and recover. Always make sure that you're ready for something coming up. Myself and Ricky Connor, that's over here in the audience today, are the emergency manager responsibility people. So if you've got a question about that, just contact usually Ricky. 911 addressing. Those of you in the city know how important it is when you have a ambulance call or a fire call or a police call to your residence. They're going to come to the mailbox. They know exactly where you are because you live in the city and usually you're on a lot. Those of us that live way out in the country don't have that luxury. Our 911 addressing is actually for first responders. And we have an addressing system in the county where people that live 2 blocks, 3 blocks, or even a mile off the road away from their mailbox can actually put into the 911 addressing system, and if someone is dispatched to your location, they can turn around and look right there on the 911 addressing, and you need to go turn left, turn right, go 200 yards, second house on the right, and they can get right to it. It's very important. We have our own 911 addressing staff, and the city has one also, but if you have a problem with your road or if you are in a situation where you live out in the country like I do, that address gets very important when you need someone quick. To help us, to help you. If you are someone that is in that situation where you need to upgrade your 911 addressing, please do contact us. We'll be more than happy to work with you and get all the directions in the 911 service so when someone does have to get dispatched to you, they can find you quickly. Senior Citizen Center. In 1974, a nonprofit organization got started. We saw the need for a senior citizen center. We're extremely proud of this. We've continually worked on it, built it up. Right now, it is a place of camaraderie for our seniors to be able to go to during the day. But more than that, this last year we completely rebuilt all of the kitchen area and the storage area. And the reason why is this: Meals on Wheels provide an additional 650 hot meals per day, and we cover 865 miles of road throughout all of Angelina County. We're wanting to add another 2 routes because we still have 150 seniors currently on a waiting list that we're not reaching. But we do have 9 actual routes right now with vans delivering the food to our senior citizens. It's a great meeting place for seniors. They even have a newspaper open and coffee for everybody in the morning. They have bingo, all kind of exercise, educational speakers, 42, and so on. But it's also a home for the American Legion Auxiliary Unit 113 and Post 113 and the So-and-So Sisters. They devote their time actually sending stuff out to our veterans and our soldiers that are serving out of this area. Here's a picture of the main meeting area right here for the Senior Citizen Center. The wall where 113 is located, and here's some of the So-and-So Sisters. Economic development. Hot topic. Angelina products out there at the old Buck Creek facility. $100 million investment, a minimum of 100 full-time employees. Great, great news. Sterling Lumber, that a lot of y'all went out and looked at their demonstration a couple of days ago, showing what they're going to do as far as their mats and so on and so forth. Those of you that have not been out to the Overseas Hardwood location out of 103 East are missing a treat. I have never seen as many different colors of wood in my life, and the smells out there are just incredible. It's a great place to visit, and they do conduct tours. They get wood from all over the world. And then Align Midstream. A lot of y'all won't know who Align Midstream is, but they partner with BP Production. They're out off of 842. They have got a huge facility out there. They are a gathering point for all the gas that is coming in. Right now, I visited with them a few days ago. They have 4 wells currently online right now, and before the year is out, they say they're going to have at least 13 wells online. If you're familiar with the area, which I am because I fly over it all the time, there is pads out there along this pipeline out there for 28 to 34 wells that they've got planned. That whole area, all the way from the upper end of the lake to all the way down on the other side of Huntington, they've got pads, and they're putting on wells all along. And I gotta say, special thanks, Mayor Mayor Bob Brown and Economic Development Corporation Bob Sanford. Way to go, guys. Y'all have really, and all the corks in the water and all that kind of stuff apparently worked extremely well. But way to go. Another thing about Angelina County is anything that you want to know about Angelina County, you can go on our website. It is real easy. Our IT department has done an incredible job. You can go and get any information that you need, including we have a commissioner's live court stream. When we have our commissioner's court, you can actually go on and watch it because we stream it live as it's going on. Judicial record research all the way down, looking up court cases, course records, the court calendar. It's all right there, and it's easily accessible. It is part of the effort that we have to make Angelina County the most transparent county in the state. We really want the records to be open. Financial transparency. This is a clip from 2017, so it's not accurate, but you can go on and actually look at all the investments that we have in Angelina County. Make sure it'll show you all the locations where you have money, and everybody has access to that. It is not something that that we keep within the government. Anybody can go online and see that. Little special thing. Everybody is busy, and I understand that. But when you come to the courthouse, take just a minute, stop by the Angelina County Peace Officers Memorial, World War I, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, and just pause a minute and say a little thanks for all the Angelina County citizens that have done so much to make sure that we enjoy the freedoms and the security that we have here in Angelina County. We have a beautiful Angelina County courthouse in Christmas time, okay? And going along with the city of Lufkin and all their lighting and everything, if you have not been down to town during the Christmas holidays, please come by, take pictures, whatever, but enjoy the lighting. We work real hard to make sure that the courthouse is decorated and enhances everything that the city does with their downtown lighting system. And that's it. And I wanted to tell you, I appreciate y'all having me. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Judge. We appreciate you being here and giving us an update. I saw him last month and he said, am I supposed to speak somewhere? And I said, oh, yes, you speak every February. So it's on his calendar from now on. We do have some announcements to make. Hopefully you have received your brand new 2019 directory. We want to make sure that you realize for the first time ever in the back, there's always been a calendar. And so many people have said, I don't use this calendar, why do we keep it? Well, we're giving you a reason to use the calendar because we called every single organization in Lufkin and Angelina County and said, when is your event? So you now have a full community calendar that was up to date as of December. Now, some of the dates may change, but we hope that this helps when you're planning events and you're looking at dates so that we can try to not plan so many events on top of each other. We wanted to give you a community-wide calendar. You can also always add your events. Two great calendars in town. You can go to our website at lufkintexas.org. You can also go to the CVB's website at visitlufkin.com. Those are two great websites to always look at, but we tried to combine everything so that you would have a master calendar. We also want to remind you that Lufkin Angelina County Day is coming up in February, which is just in a few weeks away. For our planning purposes, if you're going to join us on February 20th in Austin, we really need to know by the 8th so that we can plan accordingly with food. So we would love to have you join us, but if you could let us know, that would be great. Business After 5 is coming up at Wingstop Thursday, February 28th at 5:30. Chamber University is something that we have done for years, but we're really trying to take Chamber University up to the next level. We're excited to be partnering with Consolidated Communications for the first Chamber University series, and we're hosting a technology conference. It's not just for people who want to know about the internet, it's also for people that deal with the internet all the time and deal with your computers. We're going to have breakout sessions. Consolidated is bringing in huge speakers from out of town, and we're really excited. If you're interested in joining us, you can find out more information at the Chamber, or if you'd like to have booth space, that is also available, and Stacy Hodges at the Chamber can take care of you on that. Our next First Friday is March the 1st, and we're also currently looking for speakers for First Friday Luncheons, Power Networking Breakfast, and Chamber Universities. If you feel like that you have a topic that you are an expert on, please let us know. We're looking for new ideas, we're looking for new people, and we would love to visit with you about getting you plugged into your chamber. And we have an on-time drawing, and Judge, I'll let you do that.
Wow.
If you made a reservation Thursday by 5 o'clock, we have $100 for you. How about Jared Dean? Yeah?
Wow.
Your check's in the mail, Jared. We'll get it to you. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great weekend.